Ivy Cudgel comes off, going into the hands. They are burnt and in the sun. That's negative damage. You ever seen an Ogerpon do negative damage? What is going on, everybody? My name is Kneeckoh, and welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC climb video. Today, I've got another team that I've cooked up here, featuring Trevenant as our main Pokemon that we want to feature here. Trevenant is an interesting one. Mainly, it's spooky season. Trevenant's one of my favorite, if not my favorite, ghost-type Pokemon in all of Pokemon. I'm such a huge fan of Trevenant, and I did get a shiny on stream the other day, so I wanted to add it to the team and show this team off here. So we have Trevenant with Harvest, and the idea here is that you set it next to Torkoal after you get Trick Room up, and you could just keep cycling your Citrus Berry and be able to just keep Trevenant alive forever and cause problems with Will-O-Wisp, Horn Leech, things like that. So really fun Pokemon. Actually has a very fun niche as a Trick Room setter, so I wanted to showcase it here. If this is your first time here on the channel, make sure you are subbed for more videos like this in the future, and be sure to check out the Discord where people are always hanging out playing Pokemon. But let's get into some battles. Also, little side note before we get into the battles, if you want these rental teams, make sure you grab them, because as I'm making new teams, I have to cycle through my rentals. So make sure you guys are grabbing them, because they will eventually go down. But let's do this. All right. Is there rain here? What? I can't tell what's going on here, to be 100% honest. Is there rain? Is there not rain? Regardless, I think I like this as my lead. Trevenant in the back with Ursaluna? I think Torkoal's actually just better here. I think Torkoal's just better. I can't tell if there's rain on this team or if there's not rain on this team. Regardless, let's see what they decide to lead here. Goodra and Cramorant. Okay. We can set Trick Room. And then what could they possibly switch into on the other side? I'm just going to go for a Wild Charge here. If they opt to swap into like Sinister or something, that's fine, I suppose. Use Dive. Okay. Trick Room will go up. So we're just gonna double into the Goodra. Let this dive go through. Wow, that did a lot. That actually did so much. Wait, what? Psychic didn't do as much. Thunder's gonna go off into the Farigiraf. A little bit of chip there. And dive into the Iron Hands. I'm gonna go for another Psychic here, and I'm gonna Volt Switch out. Cramorant's gonna switch into Ludicolo. That's actually perfect. And we can get Torkoal in now. We get the sun up. Beautiful. Psychic connects again. Is that enough? It's going to be close. It is enough. So down goes Goodra. Cram's gonna come back. They can't fake me out, which is perfect. Genuinely, I'm thinking we just go for Psychic over here and go for Terrafire Eruption. They can't fake out Torkoal with Ludicolo if they have fake out on Ludicolo, which puts us in a good spot. Yep, they tried it. Such a good ability. It's ridiculous. Eruption goes off. That'll take out Ludicolo for sure. Cram does hold on. But we should outspeed with Farigiraf. Get a Psychic off here. And their final Pokemon is the Ogerpon. Okay. So I am going to go for just a swap. Hard swap it a Trev. And go for another Eruption. We're going to get our Farigiraf, excuse me, Farigiraf out, Trevenant in. There we go. Love the shiny so much. So good. They are going to go for the Terra. This is going to make them more resistant to special attacks. Boom. That's fine. We will get a decent hit from Eruption. And they're actually just going to go for a Spiky Shield. Is this the last turn of our Trick Room is the question I have. Yes. Okay. What we'll do, we'll go for a Will-O-Wisp, and we're also going to just Protect. Protect goes off. I don't think in the sun they can IV Cudgel me to death on Trevenant. They do go for a Horn Leech. That's going to do next to nothing. And we do connect our Will-O-Wisp, which is massive. Absolutely massive. So now what I can do is just go for a Trick Room and get in Iron Hands. IV Cudgel comes off, going into the hands. They are burnt and in the sun. That's negative damage. You ever seen an Ogerpon do negative damage? Wow. Alright, so the sunlight goes away. So they're probably just going to Spiky Shield us here. That'd be my guess. And they give us the battle. Trevenant, taking a dub. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay. Interesting. What am I looking at? So let's just get Farigiraf here. Farigiraf and Iron Hands look good. In the back, I want Trevenant and Ursaluna? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Thinking that Ursaluna looks pretty nice here. Diddy and Espatra, huh? What are they doing here? Isn't Didi just counter Trick Room? I'm assuming Indeedee's just counter Trick Room. No, it's just following me. I'm gonna crash. Okay. So we can get Trick Room up now. And I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch into Indeedee. This is confusing. I really thought they were just counter Trick Room here. Nope, they just go for Follow Me again. That's fine. Lumina Crash is going to take down the hands here. And now we'll get our Trick Room up. And we can get Ursaluna in now. And we just go for Helping Hand here. We Terrasilize and we go for the Hyper Voice. We go for just another Follow Me. Okay. This is why we didn't Blood Moon. I mean, I could have went for like a Blood Moon into... Oh my gosh, that did so much damage. They're Focus Sash on Espathra. Okay. Do they Hypnosis? Do they have Hypnosis? What do they do? I'm so lost by this team. No, they just go... They're spamming Lumina Crash. It's their favorite move. There's another speed boost. Okay, Pelipper comes in now. Pelipper will set Rain. Okay, so what we can do is actually Psychic Espathra and just go for Blood Moon into Pelipper. We know that they can't get around... Okay. Cool. Blood Moon Pelipper. We'll be seeing ya. Down it goes. Ogerpon's got to be their last Pokemon, right? It's got to be their last Pokemon. It is. We have Trevenant and we have... I mean, we go for Hyper Voice here. We maximize the amount of damage that we do. They're going to go for the Terrasilization on Ogerpon, which is 100% expected. They're likely going to IV Cudgel into Ursaluna. We Helping Hand here because we're trying to just maximize the amount of damage that we could do. And they're actually just going to Spiky Shield. This is interesting. Okay, so Psychic Terrain, well, Twisted, I can't even talk. Trick Room is down. So, like, what if I did this? Or honestly, do I even need to do that? Let's just Trick Room, Bloodmoon. Right? Make a pick. Wait, TV time. I'm faster? Do we still have Trick Room up? I'm very confused now. I'm super confused now. Did we still have Trick Room up? Or was it just the Psychic Terrain? Oh, it was the Psychic Terrain. I was right. I read it right. I'm just dumb. Alright, so Trevenant and Farigiraf. I'm gonna just go for it. Helping Hand and Horn Leech should take out this Ogerpon. That healed for a decent amount. Let's see what I can do here. Horn Leech connects with the Helping Hand, does in fact take out the Ogerpon. Trevenant taking lives. Love to see it. Love to see it. Wow. GG's. What in the world? Okay. I think I like Hands a fair bit here. Hands of Farigiraf actually look pretty good. Trevenant in the back. And I'm going to bring Ursaluna as well. Ursaluna plays really nice at a Hudra. Brimstone and Basket Legion is the lead. Okay. Very interesting. I mean, what do they have in the back, potentially? So what are the odds they just swap Basket Legion here? So I'm going to go for a Drain Punch. They're going to Terra it. What do they Terra it to? I'm still glad I went for a Drain Punch. I have no Coral going for a Drain Punch here. Reflect goes up. Wave Crash into Farigiraf? Yes. Wow. Okay, Trick Room goes up. I'm cool with Wild Charging now, and actually I kind of just want to get in. Ursaluna somehow. Gutra comes in, perfect. Let's get Ursaluna in. Spirit Break into the Farigiraf. Okay. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, honestly, I think getting Trevenant in is kind of big this turn. We can get Trevenant in. And we could go for Hyper Voice and immediately go for a Willow. You're just gonna protect. Cool. Grimmsnarl's gonna use Light Screen. Fine. We get our Hyper Voice off. Nice. How many more turns of Trick Room are we working with here? Two. I'm gonna protect. Do I even need to? I don't think so. I'm gonna go for a Willow. Earth Power connects. That's massive. Good damage. Will-O-Wisp also connects. Massive. Big turn there. Spirit Break into Ursaluna. Okay. There's the shelter. I think I'm going to Terra Normal, go for the Blood Moon here. And also go for just the Shadow Claw over there. Goodra is just going to protect this turn. Kind of expected it. Blood Moon goes off. Grimmsnarl gets super, super low. Shadow Claw's not going to connect. Spirit Break again into the Ursaluna. Okay. We're going to protect, and we're going to set Trick Room again. Grimmsnarl goes out into T-Tar. Okay. Body press, perfect. And we get a Trick Room back up. Love to see that. We do take Sandstorm damage. That sucks. A little burn chip. So now we could get Iron Hands back in. And I'm down to go for another Will-O-Wisp over here on the T-Tar. Will-O-Wisp connects. That's massive. Massive. Now we're in business. Rock Slide connects. Very minimal damage. Body Press into Iron Hands. Very minimal damage. That's so big. So big. So I'm just going to go for Drain Punch onto Goodra, and I'm also going to go for a Horn Leech over onto T-Tar. We're not threatened by anything anymore. And Horn Leech will KO whatever they decide to do. Okay, they're going to protect T-Tar. Goodra's going to get Drain Punched. They go for another Shelter. Okay. So this turn we go for Drain Punch into T-Tar. And the Reflect wears off. We go for Drain Punch over here, and we get in Ursaluna in that slot. Wait, you just sheltered again to pull Goodra? Why'd you do that? Alright, so Basket Legion comes in. We Drain Punch here, and we will KO the T-Tar, giving all our health back to our Iron Hands. Let me tell you, Trevenant's Will-O-Wisps have been godsend this game. Absolutely awesome. Alright, so we get hit by the Sandstorm again. How many more turns of Trick Room are we working with? Grimmsnarl comes in. Alright, we go for Hyper Voice here. They fake out the hands, totally fine. They let the... Wait, TV timeout. They let it go through? You're left with Hutra. I think you needed Basket Legion to win the game. I think you needed it. Oh, no. Because they could have, like, Last Resort or whatever. What's that? Last Respects. They could have Last Respects into Trevenant. And that would have been the game. Because I wouldn't have had control anymore. It would have been close for sure for them. But that, yeah, interesting for sure. Very interesting. And that's the game. Trevenant put in massive work with all those Will-O-Wisps. Absolutely massive work. They couldn't touch me. They could not touch me. So there is the Trevenant team for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. Some things I definitely would change. Iron Hands needs to be a fire type. It needs to be a fire type Terra just to deal with Ogre Pawns. But other than that, that's just like a mental note that I've made going into Reg E. Is a lot of the time I do run Terra Fire Iron Hands because that Ogre Pawn is not fun to deal with. Other than that, though, I really enjoy the team. You got two different modes, really, when you think about it. You have the whatever sets Trick Room, turn 1, right? And then you either have Sun play with Torkoal, or you opt out of Sun and you take like Empoleon and Ursaluna or something like that. Empoleon is definitely an opt-out. If you're taking Torkoal, I would not recommend bringing Empoleon to the battle. But that's just my thought on the team. I really enjoy it. I have a lot of fun with it. Trevenant was so useful with all those Will-O-Wisps, because honestly, there's not much that deals with it very effectively under Trick Room anyway, without like Fluttermane or like any other of those any of those other ghost type users. So really fun Pokemon here on this team. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and sub for more videos like this in the future. Also be sure to check out the Discord. People over there hanging out playing Pokemon all the time. And if you want to see anything else from me, check out any of the videos that you see here on screen. But until next time, peace.